Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 240th episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast. My name is Benedict. You may know me better as BHL Hudson. Here we talk about movies, TV shows, a bunch of nonsense. With me, as always, is my friend, co-host, and historical buddy, Frederick.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you're going to go down in history?
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's today's topic. Yeah. What will your legacy be? We're here.
We're here.
For a
history. What a
history being made right now. What the fuck are we even talking about?
History, it's in all of us.
Any new listeners, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Who are these jabrones?
Today we have a fun podcast topic where, in honor of a movie coming out, we're going to be talking about history movies of sorts, but ones we want.
Ooh, ones that maybe either have been and were bad, or ones that haven't been, historical figures that we would like to see brought to the kino.
Brought to the kino. Grace the silver screen. Yeah, we were going to do, I was thinking we'd do like best and worst movies based on historical figures. Yeah. But I realized that's like every fucking movie. There's like a billion of those. And I was like, and that's kind of boring. It's like, I like the Gandhi movie. Okay, bro. Good movie, actually. Ben Kingsley kills it.
Ben Kingsley's Gandhi?
Ben Kingsley's Gandhi. Is it like his most famous role?
Really? I actually kind of knew that. Really? Have you heard of the Mandarin?
Yeah. You watched Wonder Man?
The Mandarin? It's not real?
Yeah. I was
Trevor Slattery.
But instead, in honor of young Washington hitting maybe cinemas soon.
I fully thought you were going to say Young Philly.
Definitely not in honor of young Philly
hitting cinema.
It's not anytime soon. Bro is, I believe, still in the midst of a sexual assault case. That's not a fun way to start the pod.
No.
Anyway.
Let's scrap the Young Philly talk.
Yeah, let's not do the Young Philly deep dive. By the way, good time to mention, this is pre-recorded in April, so if anything happens between now and then...
Young Philly related happens...
We didn't know. Anyway, not Young Philly. Young Washington.
Young Washington.
They're making... Speaking of Ben Kingsley, he's in it, not as young Washington.
Oh my God, that would have been perfect cast.
They made a
young Washington. Who should we get? Oh yeah, the guy who played old Gandhi.
Yeah, the guy who played Gandhi in 1982. They made a George Washington movie. Low-key looks kind of buns.
Oh, okay. Who's Jorge?
I don't know who they've got here, and I don't have any good reason to say this, but it gives me like a vaguely right-wing movie, like kind of like Daily Wire original type feel. I don't know if that's the case. Kingsley's in it, which gives it some credibility.
Okay.
But there's like a weird... I don't know about
weird
this
aura
vibe.
about this film.
Yeah, I think they were releasing it on like the 4th of July for America's 250th anniversary.
So it's just like a very patriotic movie, and then maybe through what's kind of like happening in today's world.
Yeah.
It's
I used to be very, America patriotic, but then that's the whole aesthetic has kind of been appropriated by
a little
culture.
bit.
Anyway. We can get into that some other time.
Exactly. Got a lot
the
of
MAGA pod.
The MAGA pod and the Young Philly talks.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We just wanted to talk about young Washington.
Yeah. In honor of that, I thought we'd talk about history figures in history who we want to see movies of.
Yes.
And maybe who we'd cast. This will be good. Probably will bomb views-wise. But it'll be our best
in terms
pod.
of enjoyment,
yeah,
it's going to be the best.
I'm actually quite excited for this. I feel like I've got some good ideas here.
Okay.
So we'll go bar for bar here.
Let's do it.
I'll start off actually with... Because this young Washington movie looks kind of washed. Washed.
Nice.
Thanks. I wrote that down, actually.
And you can cross that off the list.
I was thinking a real George Washington movie. Like a peak George Washington biopic. Could go crazy. Because we haven't had, besides young Washington. Like, and by the way, all of these, like, I'm sure there's a million, like, TV movies about whoever. Yeah. I'm thinking, like, a Scorsese, a Nolan.
A big mainstream
a Villeneuve,
one.
like a real movie.
Yeah.
A real George Washington movie.
Ooh.
Because I think, obviously, enormously important figure in American history, maybe the most important.
Yeah, true.
Kind of an interesting life as well.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of a, with these, as we'll get to, I also have maybe Thomas Jefferson here. There's some baggage with the...
You just want every president ever?
Yeah, I low-key have quite a lot of presidents, but there's some baggage with the Founding Fathers, particularly slavery-related.
Yes, for
which
sure.
Which I'm sure the movie could address. But in terms of his leading of America, and also him being kind of a bit of a savage, bit of a badass.
Yeah, I heard he was kind of a wild fiend a little bit.
Bro's pretty crazy. He got them horse teeth.
Yeah.
I think you could chop down that cherry tree. It's a myth, but But I think you can make a cool movie, and in terms of casting here, I've got one that I really like.
Lay it on me.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as George Washington. Because I feel like
This is huge.
you want like kind of a bit of a wild man.
Yeah, violent, but still a man who's got some
Bit of prestige.
bit of power to him.
Yeah, just a
that's a good shout.
A lot of aura off Jeffrey Dean. I was also
And I guess Jeffrey Dean could be a little bit unhinged.
Oh, for sure. I think of Jeffrey Dean honestly is maybe like too unhinged, but I was like, well, we'll let it slide. I was thinking as a backup, maybe Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin is Washington. It's okay.
I don't hate that either.
And as a backup, I got Will Smith. Will Smith is George Washington.
Okay,
Anyway.
I like this a lot actually. You hit the third time's the charm there.
Could do like a George Washington rap, maybe. But yeah, I just think it could be a cool. You could have war scenes, you could have president scenes, founding of America, and you could address, as we'll talk about with Thomas Jefferson, the controversy, some of the shortcomings of these founding fathers.
Yeah,
could be a peak movie.
I think because American history is, albeit short, so interesting. So much has happened in such a short time. There's so much to unpack.
I am such a sucker for American history. Genuinely, I watched the Spielberg movie Amistad the other day, which is like objectively an okay movie, probably not great, but it's really something about like just like American history.
Yeah, you're
just,
like, this is great.
Yeah, it's just there's something about it. But anyway, George Washington movie.
George
That's my number
Washington. All right, fair. I can see that. I'd be very down for it. All right, let's again, this might already be a movie that I haven't heard of. It wouldn't surprise me, but I think they should make a Miomoto Musashi movie. Are you familiar?
Artist or samurai?
Samurai. Wandering samurai. And he was like an undefeated duelist who like just traveled around the country. He was also kind of like a warrior, monk, poet kind of guy, right? Yeah. And he...
Kind of like me.
And for my casting, I have written BHL Hudson.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I accept.
Fine, I begrudgingly accept. But yeah, so like get him, like a movie about his life, because he's kind of like, even when he was still alive, he was kind of like a wandering myth. Like no one knew where he would show up, kind of, and he, undefeated in duels. He had like 100-some duels. Sometimes he'd like, just not even use his real swords. He'd use like wooden swords to beat people. Like just a kind of badass. So I think if you set that in the feudal Japan, which was the time period, and then do it kind of like a wandering samurai monk mixed with like a John Wick kind of vibe.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying here?
Oh, I see the vision.
And he seems like a very like interesting and kind of like a guy with many layers, both like, amazing fighting, but I think also his general philosophy and outlook. I think there's a lot to explore. And so, and I'm a sucker for the Japanese history as well. So I think this would be kind of huge.
Damn. And I do feel like, we got Shogun recently, but I feel like we haven't had too much like samurai cinema lately.
Exactly.
Could be huge. Is this guy more of a like myth character? Is he kind of like a Robin Hood, King Arthur type guy, or is he like a real?
No, he's a real guy who lived, and I think obviously maybe things have been like not made up or anything, but maybe they've been propped up a little bit throughout history. But I do think that he was like, even when he was alive, kind of like everyone was like, oh, where's this guy? Like he's traveling somewhere around the country. He was like a wandering myth kind of deal. So damn. I think that would be and I mean you can make it a bit more Hollywoodized, make it even grander. But I think that would be an awesome one. And I think for casting, hear me out here.
Ryan Gosling.
Show me Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
I think you could do like a multiple sequences throughout his life, and for a younger one, you could do this guy called let me see here, I'll get it right here, Takeru Sato, who is kind of like he's very, very good at the martial arts. He's a good Japanese actor who I've seen in a few things, quite good. And then for the later years, Hiroyuki Sanada, I think, is a peak kind of like gritty samurai.
Yeah.
So I see those two as being pretty. I can see that being a good casting choice as well.
I like this a lot, and I like the epic scale of the life. You tell different chapters.
Exactly. Right.
This could be enormous.
I'm putting that out there. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. No, I'm on board with this, and you are. I don't want to say weeb, but you are a Japanese, an enjoyer of Japanese history.
I would say.
I'm here for it.
Very nice.
As long as I'm again cast in.
No, you can absolutely be the guy.
Yes.
You are Musashi.
Finally. I'm gonna hit you with one. I think you were in my class when we read this book.
Ooh.
But we read the autobiography. I think he has two of one Roald Dahl. Were you there when we read Boy?
I don't think so.
Were you not?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe I just forgot.
Maybe you were a bad student.
I was there when we read Skellig. God,
I want the
Skellig.
Skellig movie.
Dude,
Fuck Skellig.
Skellig is a book that's just everyone reads in school for some stupid
Boring
reason.
ass book.
It's a boring ass book that's
I don't
not very
care
good.
you have wings or not.
Yeah, like you're an angel in someone's garage. Like, what are you doing?
Get
it's
fucking over
actually
yourself.
it's such a Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, yeah,
Skellig movie.
they made a movie with Tim Roth.
Is there an actual Skellig movie?
There's an actual Skellig movie.
Why?
How could you read that book and make a movie out of it?
Yeah, for real.
Literal cringe.
When there's not even a Roald Dahl movie.
Yeah, but Roald Dahl, because we read his autobiography.
Yes.
Beyond just being, writing very interesting stories, bro had like an insane life, or like at the very least a very story-oriented life. He wrote stories about his life. He could make movies about those stories. He was in a like some kind of boarding school where they were all shitty to him and like abusive, like British boarding school of the 1930s or whatever, where they hit you with a ruler and it was really deep. I feel like that could be like one chapter.
Very nice.
I'm 90% sure he was like a World War II pilot, which is a big part of his second autobiography about like his later life. Obviously that's super deep being in World War II. kind of minimize
That's super deep being in World War II.
That would like kind of be intense, I guess.
I guess that's not exactly where you want to be, but I don't know.
I think he got into like a crash and it was a whole big thing. Anyway, I've had vague recollections of this book being like actually pretty peak. And then also you can, weave that into how that influenced his stories. You could do like maybe even an artsy Mishima kind of thing like with that movie, but that's maybe asking a bit much. But I think it's an interesting movie in terms of casting. We've already seen, as an older version, this is very peak, Ray Fiennes as Roald Dahl in the Henry Sugar shorts, where he's the narrator, which is very good.
Okay.
I was thinking for a young Roald Dahl.
Ray Fiennes again.
Ray
Bro
Fiennes,
is timeless.
Ray Fiennes with no makeup. Either Callum Turner.
Callum Turner of
Dua Lipa's boyfriend fame. And other things.
Oh, yes.
Eternity, this dude. Or, and I like this one a lot because I think he also has some of that whimsy and maybe some of that Fiennes-ish and Roald Dahlness, and I don't say this insultingly, rodentness. Josh O'Connor.
I was literally just about to say Josh O'Connor.
Come on.
When I see Dua Lipa boyfriend, I think he is a lesser version of Josh O'Connor.
Damn. But facts.
But true. I can see that as a huge shout.
Josh
he does
O'Connor's
have
young
some
doll.
rodentness.
Yeah, and I don't say that insulting, but just there's a thing about like this British Roald Dahl universe of rodentosity.
Rodentosity.
And I think
I think he would fit it quite well.
And he's very likable, he's very whimsical. I imagine he could be whimsical. I don't know him personally. But
no, deep down he is super whimsy.
He's got hella whimsy. I think a Roald Dahl movie would be pretty cool.
I see that. No, that's good. Now I've got two very good sequiturs, and I don't know which one to choose here of ones.
Let him cook.
Fuck. Okay, well, I'll continue in the vibe of an artiste who you could then make a movie out of. And I know we're saying historical people. I think he has passed away at this point, but I think he's got an interesting enough history to make this a very good movie. The Life of Christopher Lee. What do we think? Because bro's done it all. He was, he was in the army. He was like like a surgeon or something. He was an actor. He met all sorts of crazy people.
Yeah, he had a rock band.
He had a rock band.
Metal.
He's done it all. And I feel like that's one of those. Is like the kind of like exploring the life and journey of Christopher Lee would be quite fun. And then you could get little sneak peeks into. Like you're watching a movie about them making the Lord of the Rings movie.
Right.
You just see circus skulking about.
Yeah, you get a circus lookalike in it. That's why I want it.
That's the only reason I want the Christopher Lee movie for the Andy Circus lookalike.
No, that's a really good point because also he's been in so many different eras of film.
Exactly.
And he was in lots of horror movies and Dracula or whatever the fuck, and then he was. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, storied career, dramatic roles.
Exactly. And it could be an exploration of, maybe even the change of cinema throughout his life and like from his point of view, and then still get some of the crazy dramatic things he did outside of Hollywood,
Totally. I like this. And I think a little bit like Roald Dahl, perhaps some of the stuff he went through in his non-acting life, helps influence his craft, his art.
Oh, I see that. I see it.
This could be very nice.
And I think doing that, you'd need a bunch of different actors. So I don't know. We could brainstorm a little here. I don't know who would be great for multiple of these.
Christopher Lee. I think as an old Christopher Lee.
Maybe get Christopher
Bill Murray.
Lee.
Oh, okay.
Bill Murray as Christopher Lee. Don't insult Bill Murray like that.
Similar levels of vitality in them, I would say.
One's dead like 10 years. The other is Bill Murray.
Christopher Lee.
Oh. No, that's better. That's better. Maybe would James McAvoy, does he have kind of Christopher Lee energy?
I could see that, and he's a great enough actor that he could transform.
Right.
I think like I don't know. That's such a fucking like lame Reddit casting. Ian McKellen as old Christopher Lee or whatever. But like I don't know. He's
maybe
another old guy.
Maybe get for between those two, get Bryan Cranston in there.
Yeah, I think you'd want someone British though.
Oh, that's true. He can do a great accent.
He could. No, I could see that. Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't mind that at all. I like McAvoy actually.
I think McAvoy as a you know
young Lee.
40. How old is McAvoy? 40 something.
40-ish, yeah.
Yeah, 40ish. Christopher Lee. I think that would be kind of huge.
Okay. No, I like this.
All right,
I like
nice.
this Christopher Lee movie. I'm gonna go back to my U.S. presidents well. Which I have,
Of which I have 47.
genuinely, I have most of them U.S. presidents. I love U.S. I mean, I don't love the current U.S. president.
I love the only president ever, Donald J. Trump.
I love the real president from 2020.
Trump 2028.
No, God. Don't even jokingly insert that into my podcast. I dare you. No, but as a kid, I was obsessed with American history. I wanted to be the president when I was a kid. That was my first dream job.
Are you thinking that's still
It's
viable?
coming back, yeah. Actually, with the poorly planned podcast, I'm going to say it's not viable anymore.
Interesting.
But we'll see. No, but I used to be able to, I actually still can, I think, name all the presidents in order. It was kind of like my only talent as a kid.
We got a little intermission.
No. Hold up, wait, could I actually do it?
Oh, okay.
Holy fuck.
Let him cook.
Okay, first of all of our retention is going to go down. Everyone clicks off. Okay, let me try. I haven't done this in years. I don't know if okay.
Abraham Lincoln.
Obama.
Trump.
George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, my goat. I don't know anything about Millard Fillmore. Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln. That one I remember. Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant. Oh, wait, Rutherford B. Hayes. How could I forget?
Rutherford, behave.
My goat, Rutherford. James A. Garfield. Chester A. Arthur. Wait, I've definitely missed someone there. Who is number 19?
It's not.
Grant. No, I missed Grant. Grant, then Hayes, then Garfield, then Arthur, then Cleveland, then Harrison, then Cleveland again. He came back for 2.
Oh my God. First time was so nice. You got to Cleveland twice.
Taft, then Theodore Roosevelt, then William McKinley. Holy fuck, I'm actually going to do it. William McKinley. Holy fuck, wait. I need to lock in.
This is, you're watching history being made on the History Pod episode.
McKinley. Who came after McKinley? I'll cut all the fucking pausing out.
Yeah, it's going to be McKinley, Adams.
Yeah. I've lost it, McKinley. I think Herbert Hoover was in here somewhere.
Okay,
Let me actually see who came after McKinley.
If it's Herbert Hoover, I'll let you continue.
Oh, wait, McKinley came before Roosevelt. I'm washed. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, after Roosevelt, it was Taft. Okay,
Well,
I got
what?
pretty far.
I think that's a very... Just about... You named these in order. You named people here that I've never even fucking heard of.
Bro, you don't know Rutherford B. Hayes? That's my next person.
I want a Rutherford B. Hayes movie. Gonna make all of maybe $14 at the box office.
They did recently make Death by Lightning on Netflix, which is about James A. Garfield, which is actually really good.
Garfield, I would watch a movie
Michael Shannon. But anyway, I'm going to say, I have a bunch. I'm just going to go here. Franklin D. Roosevelt movie.
That's fair.
FDR. I actually can't believe they haven't made this. I'm pretty sure there was a rumor Scorsese was making this for a little bit. Or maybe that was a Theodore Roosevelt. I don't know. But FDR.
Yeah.
First of all, bro President mugged. I hate to say this.
First of all, bro's got that shit on.
He was...
Bro President Mom.
He did like 4 terms or whatever.
Okay.
He's the only president because it was World War II and it was super deep and there was like, yeah, just spam FDR over and over again.
We're going to T-hoo him.
Yeah, we're just going to get him going every time. And
we're going to get FDR going every time. Let's excite FDR a little bit.
Yeah. He led America through World War II.
Yeah.
He had polio when he was younger. He did all this shit in a wheelchair. He had like insane presidential power, bro. Was like doing like crazy shit. Like I don't know too much about the history, but like low-key, maybe he was like kind of doing too much as like he had like too much power, but he was doing like good things generally.
Okay, slight dictatorial, but good stuff.
He had a grip on things, but then also sorry, that was a weird.
He's got a grip on things. You know, Teddy. Just fucking gripping that shit.
You know, like the founding fathers, there's also some baggage. The stuff with like the Japanese internment camps is obviously terrible. Yeah. So there's stuff, you know, nuance there. But I just think he had the fireside chats. He was talking to America. It's a very iconic American, very charismatic president, and a lot, you know, one of the most historic World War II, all that shit. I'm pretty sure he was around, you know, getting us out of the Great Depression, all that shit.
Okay.
FDR? Casting here.
Please.
I had two where I was kind of like, these are kind of unoriginal choices. Then I had one where I was like, holy fuck,
shit, this is original.
This is the one. I said Bryan Cranston. He's kind of like a go-to for just like a historical
No, I think American, I can see that.
You know. I also said maybe Brendan Fraser. I could see it.
Okay. But I feel like Brendan Fraser's just a bit too jolly, I feel. Except for when he's in The Whale. Then he's not that jolly.
He was not very jolly, but he was still kind of like Joy Maxing in The Whale.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to. Like Joy Maxing. But then, hear me out here.
Hear me out, cake.
Hear me out, cake. And I don't know if you're super familiar with this guy. Kyle MacLachlan.
Sounds familiar.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Can I see his face?
Of Twin Peaks and also a lot of other things. But Kyle MacLachlan, he shows up in Sex and the City. He's got in Fallout. He was the original Dune, you know, David Lynch kind of guy.
Yeah, okay.
Kyle MacLachlan, because I was thinking FDR needs to have like sort of a little bit of like a calm charisma, but also like a powerfulness.
Okay. And I think he channels that well.
I feel like Kyle MacLachlan, he has like a charisma, a little bit of like a joy where he would talk to Americans by the fireside chats, whatever. But then also he could lock the fuck in and really like get shit done.
Okay.
I can see Kyle MacLachlan as FDR. So
nice.
I'm putting that out there.
All right.
FDR maxing.
FDR maxing. You know, again, I think we're coming up with some good shouts for movies here.
Yeah. Actually, real quick. I would also put in there, because I felt bad because I did not have a lot of women on my list, and I felt bad about that. Eleanor Roosevelt, his first lady. She was also doing all kinds of shit. She was really inspirational. And for her, I would say Naomi Watts could be a good Eleanor Roosevelt. Maybe.
Okay.
Or possibly Ellen DeGeneres.
You want to bring back Ellen DeGeneres into Hollywood.
To play Eleanor Roosevelt.
That is a crazy casting choice.
No, I'm kidding. But Eleanor Roosevelt movie could go crazy.
But maybe Ellen DeGeneres.
Go on.
All right. Let me bring it up here.
Hit me.
Okay. Let's see here. I think I'm a bunch these two together.
Okay.
Because they are very, I guess, thematically similar. Henry Morgan, the pirate, and Henry Avery, also a pirate. Okay. Basically, just two pirates who were at the height of that's it.
Basically, pirates.
Make it. I'm a sucker for Japanese culture. I'm a sucker for the pirates. So I had to put these out here. Henry Morgan's, I believe, like 30, 40 years before Henry Avery. So these should be different movies, I guess.
Okay.
But man, could it be cool. Again, we just don't have that much pirate media out there. And I think that Henry Morgan is such a cool historical figure. Obviously, he's like, you know, a bit more famous because he's like on the rum bottles and stuff like that.
Is that
Captain
that's
Morgan?
How I know him.
That's Henry.
My best friend.
But then, you know, because he started out as like a privateer, and then when the crown started using privateers to do all sorts of like, they basically like fought their wars overseas, like, you know, the English crown and like the Spanish, they fought using privateers and pirates. And so he went from being like a privateer to then turning a bit more pirate to then afterwards, like when he thought he was gonna be going to jail for piracy. He becomes governor of Jamaica. So it's like he's got kind of like a crazy, it's like crazy turn, and he's just got kind of like a crazy life trajectory, and also, you know, did some like the sacking of Panama. I'm pretty sure it was him as well. So like he's got some crazy battles he did. I think there could be some great action, and again, just kind of like another swashbuckling movie. I would love.
Nice. I do love the, like, I'm going to go to jail. Let me just real quick become governor of Jamaica.
Let me become the governor. Like, genuinely, I don't know. I forget how he managed to finesse that.
Sort of based.
And also, he's kind of, then later on, like, he becomes, you know, kind of like a normal governor type, kind of like sleazy, gets fat. But then he, apparently, this thing he did, which I find kind of kind of hurtful from him, but at the same time also kind of based, is that he would then later on when piracy was outlawed, he would sometimes pirates would make bay at the in the town, and then he would invite them up to his manor for like a late night like drinking session where he would like recount all of his tales and basically like relive his like glory days to these pirates, and then they'd be like, oh, we've been doing this and this and saying like talking about their raids. And then in the morning, he would arrest and kill them.
Oh my God.
He'd like drink them super drunk and then arrest them in the morning after having like confessed to all his own crimes.
Damn. That's
kind of based. I don't know.
I mean, it's a stab in the back, but also a little bit of an epic move. A little bit of a Sigma moment.
Kind of Henry Morgan, kind of doing the most here, but I like it.
Damn. Well, I mean, I can see this both in the swashbuckling pirate fun and action, but also kind of interesting power corrupts kind of thing, and how you become, you're a maverick of the sea, and then you become a bit of a fat cat when you get the
Fat cat.
when you make it big.
That's so true.
When you get that Jamaica gubernatorial race in the bag, and also, I feel like that could be like what a closing scene of after you've seen him go on all these adventures with his, and he maybe has these like lifelong bonds with crewmates. Then he's backstabbing pirates coming in.
It's true. There's all sorts of different elements to it. And then Henry Avery is just another slightly different pirate, but like he's kind of one of those pirates that was very like shrouded in mystery. And then he did like one of the biggest raids of all time and then just disappeared without a trace.
Hey, yo.
And this guy seems, I've got some casting choices here as well.
I will say the name Henry Avery has a lot less aura than Henry Morgan.
That is true.
But we move.
But we move.
We allow it.
For Henry Morgan, kind of like more of a general leader, I guess. I've got Gerard Butler.
Okay.
I can see that. I could also see Hugh Jackman in the role. And they're kind of like big kind of loud, brawny dudes with big beard. Those two, I think, could be.
Is this based on his amazing turn in the film Pan? As
almost certainly
as Blackbeard.
Just reprise that exact role.
Okay, no, I can see Hugh Jackman as a pirate for sure.
Right? And Gerard Butler, I can see him as a naval captain.
Yeah, I guess I just see Gerard Butler as like a slop actor.
As a slop king now.
Oh yeah, it's like Jason Statham. Like I don't really. Yeah, I'm sure he's fine actor. But
I see what you mean, but I do think he would actually be quite good in this role.
Okay.
And then for Henry Avery, someone who's a bit more kind of like a bit more mysterious, but also probably better at fighting. Even I've got Tom Hardy or Robert Pattinson.
Ooh.
I think especially Pattinson.
I kind of like Pattinson as like a little bit of a more, not mysterious pirate, but someone who could like do a big heist and then disappear into the night.
And he was kind of like I believe he was a bit of a ladies' man, so he's a little bit younger, a bit more kind of like.
Bit of a slick guy?
Yeah, a bit of a slick guy.
Because I see Hardy as, a bit of, like a tough pirate captain.
He could be a crewmate, but then Pattinson's the captain.
Ooh, you've been demoted to crewmate.
You've been demoted to maybe the freaking bosun, I don't know.
The poops decker or whatever.
The poops decker.
Poop decker.
We got Robert Pattinson as Captain Henry Avery and Tom Hardy as the poop decker.
That's the poop deck. He lies on the floor. Gets pooped on, I guess. I don't know.
He wins an Oscar?
Why do they call it the poop deck? You should know this. You're such a fucking nerd.
I don't know what the poop deck is, bro.
You've never heard of the poop deck?
I mean, I've heard of the poop deck, but I don't really know what the poop deck entails. Is that maybe just where they shit? But I'm sure they just like shit overboard.
I don't think it's literal poop. I think like it's in like the 1600s poop probably meant something different.
I've got no clue. I don't know what the poop deck really means.
Not a real pirate fan.
What does the poop deck mean to all of us intrinsically? I don't know.
That's true. A lot.
The most.
The most. No, I like this. I like the swashbuckling world. If we're going off of like our own personal, our own joys and loves in life.
Maybe they should make a B.H. Hudson movie.
Yeah. Maybe my story. It's time to be told. I was thinking one of my goats just in history.
Okay.
Hollywood loves making movies about Hollywood, about movie making. This guy was actually his most famous movie was about movie making as well. Oh. Triple layers of meta here.
My God.
But Gene Kelly.
Okay.
Singing in the Rain, An American in Paris, other things. Other movies.
Other things, I'm sure, my goat.
Yeah, my favorite person in history, seen 2 movies. But I love Gene Kelly as like first of all, as a, film star.
Yeah.
He's, I think, like the most charismatic, likable, handsome actor who's ever lived in Hollywood, lived in general. And, his style of, his triple threat style, he can act, he can dance, he can sing, contributed to that era of Hollywood, Singing in the Rain, the dance, the tap dancing numbers and the singing.
Did he revolutionize Hollywood?
You could, yes. I'll give him that. I don't really know, like, the exact ins and outs of his life story and how fascinating it would be. I'm sure I feel like I know the other guy in Singing in the Rain, so Donald something, he grew up in like a vaudeville family, and that's why he was so good at dancing and doing like practical stunt comedy. And I feel like back then, like there was just all kinds of, if you could like sing, dance, act, all this kind of stuff, I feel like you got a cool backstory coming up.
Top of the world, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it would be a very cinematic, like the joy of movies, La La Land style, wonderful movie. And as far as who could play him, and this is tough because you got to get a guy who can do all these things, but also be charismatic.
But also, yeah.
I was thinking, this is the only one I could think of who could like sing, dance, and act.
Oh.
Taron Egerton.
Ooh.
As Gene Kelly. Because he doesn't look like Gene Kelly that much, but he's also handsome.
Okay.
He's got the talent. I feel like he could bring that charisma. He's got like a lovely smile, all this kind of stuff.
He does have a lovely smile.
I could see Taron Egerton bringing it.
Pulling this off.
As Gene Kelly. I could see him learning how to tap dance.
How old was Gene Kelly in his prime?
He would have been like 35, 40 around Singing in the Rain, so I feel like it's a good time for Taron Egerton.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I can see this. And I mean, not knowing too much about his life, you just think like, maybe it'll be boring or maybe it'll be good. They've made many movies about much less.
They have, definitely.
So I'm sure this would actually be a perfect shout.
Gene Kelly. And just one of my goats.
Just one of my goats. He's made this one movie.
He's in another movie. He was also in The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. No, he wasn't. What am I saying?
I fucked that up. I don't know who Gene Kelly is.
The Young Girls from Rochefort. Different movie.
He was in... What?
The movie's called The Young Girls from Rochefort.
Okay.
Of Rochefort. Fuck!
God.
I'm fucking this all up.
Gene Kelly is not smiling down on me.
Yeah, he doesn't like me anymore. Schizoing out. Anyway.
All right, nice.
Hit me with one.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay. This is, I don't know, maybe this would be a controversial movie to make.
Where is this going?
No. It's not going where you think it's going. I can almost assure you, because if you...
I want the Alex Jones movie.
Where is the Epstein film?
Yeah, it's like, what is this? This might be a little controversial.
No.
Spacey movie.
About his struggles. No. Make a movie about Tank Man. Are you
Tank Man?
My favorite superhero. But no, do you remember that picture of the guy who in like communist China who stood out in front of all the tanks?
Is his official title Tank Man?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, I think so. I'm pretty sure that's like what the
Isn't he like the Tiananmen Square guy?
Oh, really? I thought he was just Tank Man.
No, I mean, he could be Tank Man. I mean, yeah, but yes, I know. Yeah, but your guy.
My boy, Tank Man.
Tank Man.
I think because there's so much mystery surrounded that whole thing, like what was going on. Like obviously it was like a protest of sorts. The guy got 10 years prison sentence afterwards. But I think making some sort of like dramatic thing, this is kind of like a weird shout, but just like this Tank Man making a bit of a movie about that, maybe like leading up to it, then during the tank scene, and then the prison, like the fallout from it afterwards. Weirdly, I don't know. I think that would be an interesting movie to watch.
Okay.
And for no reason, like other than the fact that I maybe thought of this guy like as the guy who may actually have done it, I want Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was there in 1989.
Is he not Tank Man?
I guess. I mean, I don't know anything about Tank Man.
Me neither. But that's why I want
Joseph
to. I want to know more about Tank Man.
But so, okay, here's a couple of not problems I have here, but just questions.
Okay. Please, I'll be able to answer them all very well.
You stand against the Communist Party of China. Do you?
I don't want that on the record.
First of all, I gotta admit my own ignorance. Like, I'm aware of the Tiananmen Square guy, but I have no idea like what the context was, what he's protesting.
I think it was a slight. I don't know
what the Chinese government was up to. Then.
I don't know. See, I just know the picture, and it seems like a very powerful picture. I know he was protesting. I think it might have been like a military parade that was going on.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, though.
Let's see here on Wikipedia. The confrontation occurred one day after the government of China forcibly cleared the square following 6 weeks of pro-democracy demonstrations, resulting in the deaths of hundreds of people, primarily in areas surrounding the square. I mean, the only other question I have, though, is if you're making a movie about this guy, it says here, Tank Man, also known as the unknown protester. So if we don't know who he is, how do you make a movie about...
I don't know. There's you can make... I mean, movies have been made about all sorts of like, bank heists and killers who people didn't know who was. You could make a movie about someone who you can just take a shot in the dark and just give him an identity, you know? Give him Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like, wouldn't that be a little... Because, you know...
Do you think that takes the mystery out of Tank Man?
I think Tank Man is like a comic book, like, Reddit mystery, or it's like, it's the Tank Man reveal, like, at Comic-Con 2026.
An hour and a half of leading up to this movie, or like in this movie leading up to the incident, and then you see a lone figure step out in front of the tanks. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yes, how crazy does that go?
I don't know. I don't think, like...
You don't think this would sell?
I just think it's a little bit of, like, I think it's an interesting, you can make, like, a documentary about the moment, but, like, the guys, I'm not trying to shoot you down. No. But, like, the guy's life, and we don't know who he is.
Let's just watch the Gene Kelly movie.
I feel like, wouldn't it be kind of weird to attribute a fake bags, like, because he's not, like, a fun, like, mythical bank robber from the 1800s. Like, it's just a guy who, like, protested and went to prison for a long time. Like, I feel like it'd be weird to give him, like, a fake backstory.
I think we should.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Man.
Is that the movie title? Tank Man. It's Robert Downey Jr. on the poster.
But listen, it doesn't. You need to not focus only on Tank Man here, however hard that might be.
You did say it's gonna be about Tank Man. So
it can be an
one would assume
it can be an exploration of everything that was going on in communist China at the time.
Okay, but that's a different thing from what you were pitching.
And then through the eyes of Tank Man.
Through the eyes of Tank Man. Why is like
Phenom.
Yeah, why are you pitching this like it's a Marvel like post-credit scene?
Hear me out. We go to communist China, go through all the atrocities, and then Tank Man.
Tank Man, yeah. I mean, look, I in terms of a movie about like the time period, in a loose Tank Man like structure, I guess it could be sort of it leads up to Tank Man. I just don't really like this like Tank Man as a like soy Reddit moment where you like point and clap when the Tank Man shows up. Like I don't know, I feel like that's kind of weird and disrespectful, but you do you. Anyway.
Soy Reddit Tank Man.
Anyway, Tank Man.
Tank Man. Do you want Tank Man to hit cinema
soon? Is Tank Man still alive? Did he die in prison?
Wasn't it like the 60s or 70s?
I think it was the late 80s.
Late 80s, and almost certain he's still kicking.
Hopefully. Well, anyway,
Tank Man, hope you're good.
No disrespect, Tank Man. I'm sorry. His idea. God, we move on. I think honestly, I'm just gonna alternate like other one and then U.S. president.
Gotcha.
So many U.S. president ones. This one, honestly, less for the movie, more for the casting that I'm really proud of. Thomas Jefferson. Now, in a similar vein...
That's the cast.
Yeah, in a similar vein to... Honestly, I can just speed run Thomas Jefferson, do another one real quick, because I mostly just want to tell you this casting choice. But Thomas Jefferson, again, founding father, very interesting life. Bro was also, like, inventing shit and having all kinds of languages and travels. He was, like, a Renaissance man, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I've been to his house, Monticello. It was a pretty cool place. He was, like, an architect as well. He was doing a lot of cool shit. He was also doing a lot of uncool shit vis-a-vis slavery, which, again, could be... explored in a nuanced way.
Yeah.
Casting, because I looked up like Southern actors who could get that like Virginia drawl.
That twang.
Matthew McConaughey is Thomas Jefferson. Come on now.
Dude,
Holy fuck, that is so
good.
Perfect. Because also I just watched Amistad, which has McConaughey in an 1800s, outfit and wig. And that was young McConaughey, but now we get like more grizzy, more glizzy.
Now we get the glizzy McConaughey.
More grizzled old McConaughey.
Glizzy.
I think it would go crazy.
That's a huge shout.
Also, when I Googled best Southern actors, another great casting choice possibility. Eminem. Eminem is Thomas Jefferson.
Marshall Mathers.
And real quick, another president I'll just throw in here. And I think this is inevitable.
Oh.
The Obama movie. So
Why did you drop that like the Doomsday reveal?
Yeah.
Now hear me out.
Marvel Phase 8.
It's just the Obama movie.
The Obama movie.
The Obama movie.
So,
walk me through this.
Through the Obama movie?
Every second of it.
Scene 1. We open on Obama.
He's getting straight teeth. Wrath of Man style Obama sex scene is the opener.
We open on Obama getting straight teeth.
Nervous laughter.
Deletes that scene from my script. Yeah, that'd be so stupid.
That'd be so weird.
Fuck. Disregard my last draft.
Writing to Obama. Disregard my latest draft. Big O.
Of the Obama movie. Big O. Also, I love talking to Obama. You would refer to it as the Obama movie.
The Obama movie.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Barack, just finished the script of the Obama movie. What do you think of the opening scene, by the way?
Get me back ASAP. Oh, God.
Say hi to Michelle for me.
But Obama. Oh my God, sorry.
Average conversation with Obama. Obama, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
But, obviously, very historical president and figure in modern American history. Because we're going to get, I think we're going to a million Trump movies in the future. And it'll be interesting, especially if hopefully we're in a better place. And you can look back and be like, that's crazy. But right now, I don't want to think about a Trump movie.
I want an Obama movie.
The Obama movie. It'd be really good. Because he has, you can just do his rise. He's written a book. I haven't read it, but he has an interesting life story. His rise through politics and when he's in college and all that kind of stuff. And then he's president or whatever, I don't know if there's anything terribly interesting. I mean, obviously there's a lot interesting about every presidency. In terms of his actual presidency, which, not to get all political, but in terms of what he, could have been, maybe it was a bit disappointing. But I think, you build up to at the very least, the election. And, and he's very charismatic. Make for a good movie.
I can see this.
In terms of who you get as Obama, I was very proud of this choice. I have a second choice here that I'll reveal in a second. But my actual choice.
Okay.
I think Corey Hawkins as Obama, who I have seen in Straight Outta Compton. This guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize him.
I feel like he's also in 6 Underground and In the Heights. And Crime 101. And The Odyssey. And Black Klansman. Yeah, bro's been in stuff. Just a very good actor. I feel like he could, get the Obama Riz down. No. I could see that.
He could become Obama.
He could embody Obama. My second option here is Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell as Obama.
My third option is Brenton Thwaites as Obama.
Glenn Powell is Michelle Obama.
Oh my God. No, I can see Glenn Powell as Obama.
That could be cool. And maybe you get Viola Davis as Michelle.
Ooh, Glenn Powell and Viola?
Glenn Powell team up. So anyway, I think Obama movie is inevitable, and I think it will be cool.
I hope so. The Obama movie.
I don't know why I said that it's like a McDonald's meal. Yeah, excuse me, I'll have the Obama movie.
Sorry, I'll have the tasty chicken cheese and the Obama movie.
Yeah, anyway, go on.
Nice. Those are two.
Some presidents.
I mean, I like Obama more than the Jefferson show. Sure. I think the Jefferson show is still good, but Obama.
Obama huge.
Obama huge.
That's the title of the movie. Obama huge. There's nothing on the poster. It's just a question mark.
It's the big poster. Obama huge. All right. Next, I've got Hannibal Barca or Barca. I don't know how you pronounce that. Okay. But he's the guy who crossed the Alps with the elephants to attack Rome.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Hannibal.
Tactical genius. Outsmart. It's him. They heard about the Obama movie.
Yeah, shut him down.
Kind of tactical genius. Outsmarted many, Roman generals and attacked Rome like that. I don't know too much about him really, but just the kind of myth, or not that he's mythical, but the lore around that, crossing the Alps with elephants to attack and hitting the key strategic points. I think it could be a very, very cool movie to see.
I like that a lot. I feel like there's a lot of these ancient or early times, Roman, Greek, and what was he Punic, Carthaginian type period where they were doing crazy shit. Yeah,
they're doing crazy shit with elephants in the Alps.
Let
me see that on the big screen. That'd be awesome.
That'd be super cool.
And you need someone who I think could be, because you need a tactical genius. You need someone who can lead, but also has some wit about him.
Okay.
I'm thinking Josh Gad.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking maybe get Cillian Murphy for that role.
Ooh, Cillian Murphy as Hannibal would be crazy.
How do we feel about that?
I like that a lot because he also has the intensity, and we talk about this a lot on the pod. He has possible ancient face.
He does.
Like he looks like
That's a man who would attack the Romans.
Yeah, you could see him being like a sculpture in a museum. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I fuck with that a lot. Plus, also, I don't know if you've seen lately. And we're recording this in April, by the way. But bro is bulking up for some movie he's doing.
Yeah?
He was on the set of I think it's Damien Chazelle's new movie, and bro's looking beefy.
You can yoked?
And I'm not even just saying, you know, we've joked about Cillian Murphy being a skinny king.
Yeah, not being the one for action movies and stuff.
But he's looking big.
Yeah?
So we
perhaps goodness. So maybe
bring that to Hannibal.
Big Hannibal in the mountains? Oh, that'd be
big Hannibal.
I think it'd be cool. See Cillian riding on an elephant, going to war like this. Charge.
I mean, I think in a similar vein, I would just also throw in here because they've made this, but like young Washington, I want a real version. Ooh. Alexander the Great. Because they made Alexander with Colin Farrell. I haven't seen it. Maybe it's good, but I feel like it's not. A real Alexander movie. Again, like very similar time period and thing. Riding, conquering the world, doing elephants. Not doing elephants, but like, you know, riding on elephants.
You know how Alexander was? That's why they call him the Great. His balls deep in elephants.
No conquest too big for him. I feel like that could be really fucking cool. And I think as far as castings, brain rot casting, but Timothée Chalamet maybe is Alexander the Great, possibly. Just because you want someone who's young and who's got like a lot of ambition and who's a little bit of a kind of arrogant asshole. Sounds like someone we know.
Yeah, get him in there.
I would say also maybe less on the arrogant asshole, but just like, I don't know, I feel like he has aura. Dev Patel is Alexander the Great.
I can see that.
And possibly, and I realize I'm like whitewashing, you know, the casting of Alexander the Great, whatever, but I don't know, just in terms of aura, I just feel like I could see him like leading people, but maybe also being a bit bratty about it. Will Poulter.
Ooh,
as Alexander the Great.
I kind of like that as well.
Could be something.
And don't worry about the whitewashing. I literally said Gordon Levitt should be the Chinese guy.
I was so worried about other problems with the Tank Man pitch that I didn't even pick up on that.
You didn't pick up on Joseph Gordon-Levitt being Tank Man.
Possibly pretty problematic, actually. But yeah, also unproblematic though. Let's get to the roots of the area. Robert Downey Jr. That's Alexander the Great. Kind of goes hard.
I don't even hate that. I don't even hate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just throw in here in terms of this sort of time period. Kind of, not really. This guy's not from the same time period, but because we're getting the Odyssey movie, which is super, going to be huge or whatever. Homer movie.
Ooh.
Simpson, that is. No. Yeah. The Homer movie, dough. Homer, the, seeming credited author of epics like the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because bro is mysterious, but I feel like unlike other mysterious people who've been mentioned here, it's far back enough where I feel like there's more room to expand on his backstory a little bit.
Seems like a Tank Man dig.
Might be a dig at your Tank Man pitch.
Don't know about that one.
But
kind of hurtful, but
because like Homer is sort of one of these like vaguely mythical, like he's credited with this, but like I don't know. I studied Greek and Roman, so I should know this more. But like, I feel like there might be a chance he like didn't even exist. Like these are just stories that are compiled from other things, whatever. Yeah. But then there's also like lots of aura stories about him, like maybe he was blind and all this kind of shit, and like he's telling these great stories.
Create a crazy backstory for Homer.
I feel like you could do something with a lot of aura for Homer. And in terms of casting, I'm so proud of these casting choices. Because again,
laid on me.
We don't know much about Homer, but when I picture him in my mind's eye, Greek storyteller, hella aura. Javier Bardem as Homer.
Ooh.
Or maybe Oscar Isaac as Homer. You don't fuck with Oscar Isaac as Homer?
I fuck with Javier more.
Okay, interesting. I just feel like Oscar Isaac is like a blind storyteller going around yapping at people.
Just make him sound genuinely insane.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Odyssey?
Yeah, I feel like that would go crazy.
No, okay, I don't hate that, but I do think that Javier is a better shout.
Okay.
I feel like he's got more mystery to him. Or has more potential mystery than you can...
More potential mystery.
But both good shouts. And I would like to see a Homer movie.
I feel like it could be cool. I'd like to see a Homer movie eats donut or whatever.
Get Javier for that. That's good.
Javier's live action Homer Simpson. Hell yeah. Hit me.
Yeah. I think we've been talking about some people quite far back. I'll stick to that theme. and I know there's been some media about him for sure already, but give me the Genghis Khan movie.
I had Genghis Khan on my
list.
list.
You got Genghis Khan there?
Very nice.
I mean, I think if you do it in a similar way that it was done in the Marco Polo show, where it was, I believe, Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan.
Oh, yeah.
I think the way that, it's such a shame that show didn't get continued after season 2, because I think the whole vibe around that, very cool, both the scale, the acting, all of it. And he's like conquered like almost like the entire world almost. I mean,
bro was doing crazy shit. Aren't half of people like Genghis Khan's like grandkids or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. I think like I saw something and people were like, oh, that's unrealistic. But I was like, I think it's genuinely like something around like 2 million people are like related to Genghis Khan or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
bros,
man, we could be related to Genghis.
We could be
brothers.
Part Khan. Whoa.
Part Khan, part Genghis. Full-time fun. Okay. All Obama movie. Part Genghis, part Khan. We are Tank Man.
But yeah, no, I mean, because I know the legacy of Genghis Khan, bros conquering shit. Mm-hmm. Is he doing like, I didn't want to bring this up also with your fun pirate movie, which could be fun, but like were the pirates not like raping and killing and
of course
doing bad stuff? So is Genghis Khan doing like? Are we following a guy who's pillaging and raping and stuff? Or do we tone that down for the movie version?
I think we have to. Well, it depends. I think we should probably tone it down a little bit, but at the same time, it is about the kind of like brutal kind of like conquest of a guy. So I think.
So it's not like you don't have to follow him as like the hero.
You don't need to necessarily follow him and like root for Genghis Khan.
Yeah,
it's more just like what bro was doing.
A canvas of the brutality of the time.
Exactly. And I think it's similar with, I mean, especially with all the historical people we've talked about. As you said, like some of the present, there's some slavery stuff. And like pirates, there's definitely some, pillaging and there's like rape and everything like that. We don't need to bring all that to the screen. It's more about telling some stories while still addressing the issues,
Yeah. I think that's fair. No, yeah. You can Hollywoodize, but then also you can integrate in sort of a nuanced picture kind of way.
Exactly.
Different stuff. No, I agree. History is a dark tapestry.
It is.
Some grim shit going down in history. Like with the Gene Kelly movie, though.
In terms of casting, no, I say they stick to what they had in Marco Polo. Give me Benedict Wong.
Okay, is he?
He's Kublai Khan in Marco Polo. Get Benedict Wong as Genghis.
Sorry, I've just Googled him, bro. Pro has hella aura.
Bro does have hella aura, right?
That's kind of an insane. Holy fuck, he's huge.
He's so massive in it.
That's crazy. I love that though.
Yeah,
that's way better than my choice. Mine, low key.
Glenn Powell.
I was pretty ashamed of this because I feel like it highlighted that I don't know like that many Asian actors, which I think is something I need to examine. Okay. Because I said Tony Leung just because he's a great Asian actor. Okay. And he has like I could see him leading people into battle and stuff. But he doesn't really have the
Benedict Wong effect.
he doesn't really have the build or like I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have like the savagery.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of not a good choice.
Again, if it's not Benedict Wong, I know this guy is not Mongolian, but again, we don't know too many Asian actors. The guy who plays Gilgamesh again.
Yeah, he could be cool.
Gilgamesh boy.
By the way, Benedict Wong is British. I'm pretty sure he's not Mongolian either.
No, but he played Kublai Khan, so I can say he can come back and do that.
Ma Dong-seok was Gilgamesh, and
he could be good as well.
He could be good. I also another option for Genghis Khan I had here.
Please,
Jeremy Allen White. Carmy from The Bear leading
Jeremy Allen White.
Army. Could go kind of crazy. In terms of
that. We're all related to Jeremy Allen White somehow.
Honestly, I feel like I kind of have a little bit of Jeremy Allen White aura.
God, you need to stop claiming all these hot celebrities. You've already gotten Andrew Lincoln and who's the other one? And Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal. Yeah.
Now you want Jeremy too?
But Jeremy Allen White is like he's handsome chopped. You know what I mean? Like.
But you're just handsome.
Bro, okay. Shut the camera off. But like Jeremy Allen White, Jeremy Allen White is in all those posts of like, why is he ugly but hot type beat? Like, unconventionally handsome. I feel like
Do you want that on you?
I feel like I could slide in that niche. The unconventionally handsome. The medium ugly. Anyway, we don't have to get into it. Genghis Khan movie.
Yeah, I ain't entertaining this.
I say time-wise, we do one more each.
I like it.
Actually, by one more, I mean 2 more because I have 2 that I really need to get in.
Okay, I'll do 1. You do 2.
Okay, but wait, and by the way, I have many more. Even though this will bomb views wise, probably
This is going to be a 16-part sequel.
There's going to be more. I'm going to say. Oh my God, screams.
They know what you're about to say. The Obama movie too. Came back for the second term.
Actually, the Obama movie 2 would go kind of crazy. Second term.
Obama movie 2, second term.
Why does that sound like a video game?
The second term.
Logline. 4 more years. Actually, okay, I'll just do my 2 real quick. Because the one, I mean, I'm not really serious about it, but also I'm a little bit serious about it.
Oh.
The LeBron movie.
I've got 2. I need to do 2. The LeBron movie.
I have to get this in there. Yeah, we can't wait.
There might be a
2.
sequel. Yeah, exactly. There might be a sequel, but I cannot wait with this bursting at the seams to spill out the LeBron movie.
The movie. That's what they could call it. Anyway, after LeBron retires, they could make the movie, and it could be really good.
I love the idea of it's a LeBron movie, but they don't put him on the poster. Just call it the Le Movie.
The movie.
You want it to be Le Movie.
A little bit, yeah. But anyway, you know, bro plays basketball and he's pretty good at it. And you can probably make a cool movie out of it.
Oh.
In terms of casting,
just get LeBron to play him.
Well, I did genuinely. My second option was LeBron, but I was thinking,
let's get the Le Movie going where LeBron just plays himself.
Honestly,
you know what?
Could be perfect. I was also gonna say maybe Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, aka Wonder Man.
Ooh,
I can see him as LeBron.
I can see him as LeBron.
They might have to like CGI him a bit taller, but you know.
That's true.
It is what it is.
He's a little short. But,
and maybe we get Kevin Hart as Bronny. Sorry, anyway, we move on.
Why is that? Why is Kevin Hart made to play Bronny?
But yeah, LeBron movie, Le Movie. But my real final one.
Yes.
And this is peak. But also we're a little bit biased.
Okay.
Danish movie.
Danish movie.
Based on a guy who has a ride in an amusement park that we frequent.
I had this as mine as well.
H.C. Andersen, Hans Christian Andersen,
God.
author of many a tale.
We got The Ugly Duckling.
The
we
Ugly
got
Duckling.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. Thumbelina.
Ice Queen.
Ice Queen, which was frozen for the layperson. The Chinese magic bird that's fake bird. Robot bird. Robot bird.
You know, iRobot. RoboCop. The Obama movie.
Fucking, he's made the top and the toy soldier.
The Nightingale thing, wasn't it called?
Yes, that's King's
Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's Clothes and all that kind of stuff. He's made some fucking hood classics.
He's made
some classic stories.
Yeah.
And also, bro had like a kind of interesting life. I think he was like a kind of an outsider.
I think he had a pretty tragic life.
I think he had a very I think he had a lot of like failed romance in his life. I think bro had like no riz, and that's why he wrote so many sad stories. He
would just get a cuck movie of H.C. Andersen.
He has some sad stories, man. The girl with the matchstick, the little matchstick girl, dying out in the cold.
That's kind of a fucked story
That's
as well.
a horrible story.
If anyone who doesn't know, is like this little girl who tries to sell matchsticks on, I believe, Christmas Eve, and then she like doesn't have a family. She's like homeless, and then she watches families eat their Christmas dinner out in the cold, and while she's out in the cold, and then she freezes to death.
Yeah, I think like the story is, and also it's even more tragic because the story is like, I think it's as if she's in the dinners and she's like, oh, like I'm with my family, it's so warm in here, and then like it's revealed at the end it was just like she was just looking at them and she's dying in the cold. Fucking horrible. And it's in this ride in this Danish amusement park Tivoli. Yeah. They have a ride dedicated to his stories. The flying suitcase,
yeah,
where you sit in a big suitcase and go around. It's great.
Oh, it's actually peak.
It's my favorite thing, and it was actually funny because I went with my girlfriend on this ride, and it's all these whimsical stories, and she's like, oh, what's this? And it's like, oh, that's the Little Mermaid, this, and then we got to the little matchstick girl.
Oh, no, she died out in the cold.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she froze to death. Smile for the cam.
By the way, picture time.
Yeah, let's get a little kiss.
The little matchstick girl, she froze to death in the cold.
But anyway, I feel like you could get like a very good, like Oscar-winning drama tragedy with mixing in the stories.
Yeah,
could be good.
I like that. Who would we want as Hans Christian Andersen? Also, real quick, why is it that in Danish it's H.C. Andersen, H.C. Andersen, but then in English you don't see H.C. Andersen, you say Hans Christian?
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Non-Danes, they don't have that.
They don't got swag. That. That's exactly what I thought.
No, I don't know. It is weird. I was thinking the obvious kind of pick, especially for like an older, maybe I was gonna say post-credit scene. That's not the right one, but like an older, like epilogue type H.C. Andersen. Although I don't know if he actually lived to old age. Did he kill himself? Maybe. I don't know. The guy at the end of the H.C. Andersen ride where they have a like animatronic, he looks pretty old. So let's assume he made it to old age.
Yeah.
You get Mess Mikkelsen.
You can get Mess Mikkelsen.
You get the Danish guy to play the Danish guy.
Yeah.
But I think in general, the perfect casting choice, and I'm not trying to insult this guy, but as like tragic, sad, like cuck life or whatever, you get Paul Dano. Paul Dano is H.C. Andersen. Is that not fucking peak casting?
That is pretty good casting.
That's fucking great casting.
Sad cuck life. You got like Paul Dano.
Like a really awkward, lonely guy.
Yeah.
I think
that's a huge shout.
And he's a great actor. I wasted this on the LeBron thing, but I also wrote Kevin Hart here. So it's awesome. Anyway.
God, I spent my Kevin Hart quota.
I played the Kevin Hart card too early.
As everyone always does.
But yeah, that's my last one.
Damn. Well, that was kind of I was gonna skip my other last one because I found it to be kind of mid.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's nothing great because this was. Anyways,
the Steph Curry movie. I mean, if you want, I have a bunch more I could throw.
Maybe I'll just say this. I said we should make because it's not about anyone in particular. I just really wanted some guy specifically to be cast in this, which is really mean, and I apologize already.
Great.
But I said we need a first Homo sapiens movie, and I said my only note is for sure cast Ron Perlman. And that's it.
This is a first Homo sapiens movie. I feel like this was designed just to insult Perlman.
I was like, we could get some like Neanderthal stuff going, and then I was like, Perlman. So like that's mean. I'm sorry, Perlman, but I think it would be cool to see you in that kind of role.
Also, objectively, I don't think it's super insulting to say he has a unique face.
He does.
Bro's built a career on it, really. Not in an insulting way.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Chopped. No, but
chop dunk. I don't know.
Chop dunk. No, I can see that. What would happen in the first Neanderthal Homo sapien movie?
I don't know. I think it's maybe just like a saber-tooth chasing Ron Perlman.
Okay.
And then he gets mauled, and it's a 5 minute short.
It's showed at like the National History Museum. Okay, I can see this. I was gonna say, can he start as like a fish, and then it grows legs, and then it eventually turns into Ron Perlman? It's like follows evolution,
like evolution in real
thing.
Time. Ron Perlman as a dinosaur.
Holy fuck, that would actually be fucking crazy.
There's a normal T-Rex, but it talks like Ron Perlman.
Honestly, as far as T-Rex voices go,
Ron Perlman be pretty good. He's actually got a great voice.
Got fantastic.
Maybe he's got too nice of a voice for a Neanderthal.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't know.
We cast,
but again, it could be a silent movie, and then he's perfect for it. Sorry, Ron.
As long as he can't talk, he can just like physically, be on screen.
Exactly. He just needs to sit on screen and be like, okay, this is an ancient movie. Anyways, hit one last one.
Should I hit another president? Or should I hit a non-president? Okay, fuck it. No, I'll hit a non-president one.
Surprise.
Yeah, so I have more for next time. I just feel like this would be a peak movie. I feel like this is a movie you would like because you like nature and spelunking or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Lewis and Clark. Are you familiar with Lewis and Clark?
Of course I am.
Exploring America bros.
They love the exploration.
You could tie this into the Jefferson movie. Do the Jefferson cinematic universe. Because he's the one who sent them off.
Oh my
and
God.
tie that to the Obama universe. Because Loki actually, like my MCU of US presidents.
Before you got Obama, there was Lewis and Clark.
God, there's a connection between them somehow. I feel like
one generation.
Lewis is Obama dad. I feel like you could.
One of the worst sentences I've ever heard.
You could do an insane like American history cinematic universe. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time.
Yo, that would actually be so peak.
That'd be. Yeah. Anyway,
get Kevin Hart to play every role.
But Lewis and Clark, they were sent out in like the early 1800s to explore and scout out the rest of the American continent when it was just like the 13 colonies.
They were
after like the Louisiana Purchase or something.
Mm-hmm, and they also had run-ins with, was it Sacagawea?
They hung out with Sacagawea. She probably like carried the team heavy as they were going on.
Sacagawea clears no diff.
And again, problematic aspects of history with taking away land from Native Americans. I don't think Lewis and Clark were doing that specifically. They were just exploring, but there's implications.
Lewis and Clark defender.
I don't know the exact history. You can get to the nuance there, but just in terms of two guys in Sacagawea exploring America, hanging
Could
out.
be great.
Could be really cool. So I just laughed because I saw my casting.
Oh, right.
As cast for Lewis and Clark exploring the continent. First pick, Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Could go crazy. But I think, honestly, because I don't know anything about Lewis and Clark, so I just think, like, who could I see, like, exploring the American wilderness?
In a fun buddy cop, not buddy cop.
Well, I don't actually want Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum.
No,
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum could be the one.
Because he could do that. I don't know if they were Southerners. Probably not. I don't even know if the South existed then. But I feel like if they were, you get Channing Tatum to do a bit of a bayou thing. Anyway, I'm just making a fanfic about like what Lewis and Clark were. My other choices for like people I could see being early American explorer kind of guys.
Yeah.
I have three here, so I guess they're gonna have to fight it out to see.
Okay.
Maybe one of them can be Sacagawea. I don't know.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing who could be potential Sacagawea here.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yes.
Paul Mescal,
Yeah.
and I would say I could see Nicholas Hoult being a Lewis and Clark type.
Yeah.
Is he not rugged enough? Is he a bit too much of a pretty boy?
No, I can see. Well, he would be the lesser of the two rugged men, I guess.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know if it was Lewis or it was Clark, but you know what? Take Mescal out of there.
Okay, you want Gyllenhaal and Holt.
I want Gyllenhaal and Holt. I think
be
that's a great duo, actually.
Very nice. Yeah, I feel like that could be cool.
That could be very cool.
Get someone to Sacagawea, make a cool movie.
I'm super down for that. I like that casting choice more than what I'm about to say here. But I also wouldn't mind Jensen Ackles and his supernatural buddy.
Jared Padalecki.
Maybe those two as Lewis and Clark.
I could see that.
I don't hate that either. But Gyllenhaal for sure.
Gyllenhaal, he belongs in the in 1830s
Exactly.
America, wherever that was. Might have been earlier, but yeah, I could see that for sure. Got that beard.
God.
Grr.
Gyllenhaal with a beard. Grr. The Obama movie. Grr.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Well, that's the episode. Wait, hold up. No.
Wait, there's something vital missing.
Speaking of a man who definitely needs his own movie one day,
God, true.
it's time for
The Cnews.
Now, it's a little bit of a crazy throwback / throw forward because we recorded next week's episode before this.
True.
But I'll retell the story and you just have to hear it next week again.
Okay, I like it.
The story being that I didn't have any Tom Cnews on the way here.
No way.
Yeah, crazy. So
First I'm hearing of this.
on the train, I looked up Tom Cruise fun facts, and I got a Google thing that says, "What is Tom Cruise's favorite color?" One of those like questions.
Yeah.
And we have an AI overview that gave us a bunch of Tom Cruise facts.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to hear his favorite color, according to this AI overview, you'll have to come back next week.
Tune in next week. God, this is great promotion.
This is huge. But yeah, and again, take this with a grain of salt. It's Google AI overview. Tom Cruise's favorite song it gives us. Now, I'll just give you a hint here. I find this hard to believe. I don't know how accurate this is, but
it's gonna be some fucking Disney song.
in a sense,
I'm gonna say "Let It Go."
he has cited Kanye West's "Gold Digger." I might double check that one.
I don't know about all that.
Is that maybe his inspiration for doing the movie Digger?
Ooh, maybe his shovel is gold, and he is the gold digger.
Swallows Mike? Very possible. And then this was something, it's just funny because this thing that you click on says, what is Tom Cruise's favorite color? And then for some reason, Google has also included favorite fragrance.
Fragrance?
Which I'm like, first of all, didn't ask. Second of all, why do you...
Why is it definitely poo?
Yeah, favorite fragrance poop.
Poopy.
He has been known to wear Clive Christian perfume or Eau d'Adrien by by Anik Goutal. Now,
Okay.
do you think he smells good? Does Cruise strike you as a smelling good man?
Weirdly, he strikes me as a man who has 0 scent.
I kind of agree, actually.
Right?
I can't imagine him like smelling pleasant.
He doesn't. No, but I can't imagine him smelling unpleasant either.
No.
He's just like completely neutral.
I would imagine so, yeah.
There's no, but like not in like a this is a fine whatever smell. It's like there's no smell to be had.
No smell.
There's like a vacuum of smell around Cruise.
But I picture for some reason when he like breathes in your direction, he has like a really crisp, minty breath.
Yes.
I can imagine him being like an Altoid fiend.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can imagine kissing him is like kissing a hot spring day.
Sure. And with that, we close. You expect me to riff? Not today, little bro. I ain't gonna touch that. That's all you, big dog.
I ain't trying to say all that.
But yeah, that's the Tom Cnews. And that is the show for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. What historical figures do you want to see movies of?
True.
Let us know down below in the comments.
And we'll talk about it in the sequel to this episode.
We will indeed have a sequel, probably, maybe. We'll see.
All 5 views this gets.
While you're at it, be sure to like this podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on the YouTube channel, you can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you can leave a 5-star rating and a nice review.
That would be tremendous.
You can tell your friends about the show as well. You can find me on YouTube, BHL Hudson, my second channel, BHL2, my Instagram, BHL_Hudson, my Letterboxd, Real BHL Hudson, and you can email the pod at bhlhudsonvids@gmail.com.
Oh, you can also find the pod on Instagram and TikTok at The Poorly Planned Podcast. You can find me on YouTube at FDK Space Gaming, at Instagram at Fidalgard, and on Letterboxd at FDK_Thwilms.
Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.
The Obama movie.
Good.
Nice.
Nice.
No tank man here.
Yeah, I was a little worried there was going to be a tank man in there.